We've been working on this site at AyA Kitchens and Baths for a little over 3 years, and it serves as a laboratory for the students, the landscape architecture students, some urban design students, and some architecture students, to get out on site and to plant trees and to research natural succession and phytotechnologies. So it's been a place where things that we talk about in class can actually be applied in the field. What's I think really important to note with this project is that grad students have used this site within course study, but many of them have continued to come back and connect to this site as well. 2 grad students that have played a role in the master plan design have continued to come back, and for me it's just incredible to see that and to see the connection to a site that was something that we used in school, in class, and that they continue to have an interest in.
My name is Stacey Zonneveld. I'm a landscape architect and a former student of the Masters of Landscape Architecture program at the University of Toronto. Today the site is looking a lot different than it was on planting day. The trees are growing well and are looking good. The pergola and deck are complete, but we're still looking to install solar panels as well as a storage area for monitoring equipment. We are starting to monitor water and soil through sampling, but I think the major difference that we're seeing here today is this amazing meadow. Pallet piles are a major part of mine and Emily's original design for the site. They are stacks of recycled shipping pallets that were once used by AyA for their shipping processes. They are scattered throughout the meadow and are meant to catalyze biodiversity by providing shelter and nesting opportunities for birds and animals, as well as capturing seeds that are dispersed by wind and giving them a sheltered place to germinate. It was so great to connect with AyA staff and help them plant all of these amazing trees. It also felt great to feel like you're giving back and making the world a bit of a better place, and I think AyA staff felt that as well. And I also think it gives them peace of mind knowing that their employer cares so much about their work environment and the greater environment as a whole.
Hello, my name is Morgan Quinn. I'm a Masters of Landscape Architecture student at U of T. My past experience as a geologist has really underpinned my interest in this project. We're talking about subsurface water flow, groundwater, soil conditions, and how that relates to what we see at surface. What we've seen from past activities is there's tire marks, there's compacted soils throughout the site, and what we're hoping is through the natural attenuation process, the roots of the wildflowers and tall grasses will begin to break down the soils and create more porosity, which will allow more infiltration of rainwater, which can help dilute some of the contaminants. Throughout the summer, I took 30 samples of soil at the surface down to 12 to 18 inches using a hand auger. Put them in jars with water, shook them, left them overnight. When I returned in the morning, the different types of soil would have separated, so clay, silt, and sand, and from that, I recorded the percentage of each component. So with rabbits and rodents and other sources of food, we get predators. We've seen peregrine falcons, we've seen snakes, and we've seen coyotes that moved into the site. And, you know, your opinion on coyotes aside, again, it's a sign that the ecology here is starting to take root and will thrive in the future. Using a simple homemade device called a quadrat, I was able to estimate the percentage of each plant species on a 1 meter by 1 meter plot throughout the field. And we can now see the distribution of the naturally attenuated species that are coming into the site.
I see the site evolving into an incredibly rich and diverse landscape that is still part of the study at U of T. And then in 5, 10, 20 years, with the data that's collected, we'd be able to apply it to other sites, other similar sites, light industrial areas, and say these tree species are making a difference in the northern climate, and we can essentially start to make a difference on a wider regional scale.